What's up, people? Welcome to the Health is Wealth podcast. This is the show we talk about the relationship between your health, your wealth, and we're not just talking about the push-ups and dollar bills. Today's episode is all about nobody cares. What's up, people? I'm your host, Jason Shirley, and today's episode is Nobody Cares. Bobby Jackson's the co-host here, and this is all about his episode because nobody cares about him.
Because nobody cares. That's right. This is something that's been close to me, close to my heart for a long time.
This has been bothering you for a couple weeks now.
This one's been on me for a little bit, and it's the fact that at the end of the day, nobody really cares.
Nobody cares?
Nobody cares about what I'm doing. A lot of things that we're doing, a lot of people try to do just because they think other people care, and that's the only reason why they're continuing to do them. For example, I get started with health and fitness, right? And that should be for me. I should be caring the most about what I'm doing, right? So I shouldn't be trying to get into shape just to prove myself to somebody else. Just the same way when I start to evolve in my health and fitness program, I shouldn't be setting little PRs and doing fancy new stuff just because I think Jason cares.
I don't.
He shouldn't care.
I care about my PR.
Yeah, he cares about his stuff. He should care about his progress.
I care about my weight loss
and
program.
I should care about mine just the same way you guys should care about yours. However, we gotta stop doing all these little weird, unnecessary things in our lives just because we think everybody else around us should care.
Yeah. It's not about the 58 likes that your Transformation Tuesdays got.
Yeah.
And because how much money or fitness goals did you reach after you got those 58 likes? No more.
None. Nobody. Yeah, none.
You should care.
You should care, though.
You should care about those 58 likes.
And that's the catch. A lot of people lose focus, lose motivation when they don't get a certain number of likes on the photo, right? My Flashback Friday thought more people were going to enjoy. And it's like, okay, if by not getting that validation from other people, it ends up interfering with your motivation and you don't continue on with your own training, for example, that's where we got to just keep reminding ourselves, nobody cares.
Yeah.
That's it. We got to keep doing it for ourselves. We hope you guys keep doing these things for yourselves. The closest you're going to get to somebody truly caring, like Jason and I were just talking about before the show, is when you get with that personal trainer, right? Because we get to distribute that accountability a little bit. We truly do care that you guys are starting on the right foot. We're building the right habits. We're doing things safely. We've got the right program put together. We're using the right progression for each type of exercise. You should care the most. And that's still the point, is you should be most accountable to it, still making it in every day just so you get that personal validation from yourself.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, no, you're right, because I don't care about your clients. I care about my clients, and I care that fact that we're doing this show together because we're both passionate personal trainers.
Yeah.
I care about that, which makes you care a little bit because you're on the show too, but you care about you and your clients, and I care about me and my clients. And my mentality is I always tell people to show up. That's the end of the day. That's what I always tell people, show up. And they should show that up for themselves. You should care that you showed up for your workout that day. You should care.
Here's another spin on it. The people who have listened to our podcast, which we love all you, appreciate you guys. Every time you hit the play button, we get to see it on our end. Everything's been moving pretty well. But at the end of the day, we're hoping that you're not just clicking on it for us.
Yeah.
We're clicking on it for you guys, even if it's just every couple episodes, whatever the case might be. We've had a pretty broad range of topics on these episodes so far. We hope you're not doing it because you think we care. We want you guys to be getting the most out of it for yourselves, not just hit play so we see that number going up on the scale right there. It should be in a selfish, quote unquote, selfish type of an attitude on how you guys can apply the information we're giving you.
Yeah. See, I care about the value that I'm giving someone else, but they shouldn't care about the value I'm giving them. They should care about the value they're getting out of it.
Yeah. And they should care the most.
They should care the most.
Because it should be for you. And that's that weird component of health and fitness, about working on ourselves, about personal development, to where I'm still a firm believer that I should put myself above everybody else. Because if I am the healthiest, mentally the most organized, I'm making the most progress in my life that I can possibly make, that gives me more to then give to the people around me.
Yep.
So I have to care the most. Can't rely on Jason to give me that high five when I hit my little PR on my little bench press.
Nobody cares.
First of all, he won't believe it. Second of all,
that's
right?
true.
It's just like,
I wouldn't
no,
believe it.
no, it's either
If you died from trying to lift it up,
it's either
probably.
not going to be an impressive weight, or he just won't believe it. And right after that, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Right after it happens,
cares.
nobody cares.
So that's the idea, guys. So keep that attitude in mind, especially as you progress. It's going to be tempting once, especially if you're new to health and fitness. Little nutrition changes, a little bit more exercise. Some people see some results very quickly.
Yeah.
Do it for you. Make sure you're doing it for you, for your health, for your fitness, for your own mental health. Make sure you're making that progress as you're going through. You're getting all that great progress in the gym. You're getting yourself motivated to take those next steps. You're doing new exercises. You're working out at new places. You're meeting new people. Yeah. At the end of the day, continue to do it for yourself.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
But nobody cares.
And here's a spinoff for the trainers that we talked about before the show was, see, as a trainer, I care about getting referrals from my clients. So I'm hoping that I can give the best value and the most results to my customers that I impact on a daily basis, so they refer people to me. My client shouldn't care about that, but I do. They don't have to care. I don't need them to care. I just hope I can give enough value and enough results to them where they just organically refer people to me. I care about that. That helps me out. Now I don't have to spend money on marketing. Now I don't have to beg people on the treadmill to stop doing the treadmill to do it, because nobody cares. Those people on the treadmill don't care about me as a trainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody cares. They don't care. They're just doing their cardio.
Especially the person running on the treadmill with the phone up in front. Just log mile 10, guys.
Listening to
Monday
the Health
morning
is Wealth
motivation.
podcast.
Don't forget, push hard. Nobody cares, man. Please shut that off. Stop doing that. Work out for you. Knock it up. You're not helping anybody out there. So that's the catch too. And it's that for the clients that do make referrals for us, great example of that. They can be happy of the service that we've given them. Yep. Of course, we want it to be, because we genuinely do care that they see the results.
You care.
Because that also represents my proficiency as a trainer.
Yep.
How good I am as a trainer. If they're not getting results, it's not only that they didn't see the results, it also is a bad mark on my training ability as a coach.
You should care about that.
I should care about that, and they should care about that too. They're the ones.
They should care about the results. They don't need to care that you're getting the credit for the results. They shouldn't care about that.
Correct.
You should care about the results. They should care about the results they're getting off the money they're spending for you.
That's it. They're getting their return on investment.
They should care about that.
They're the ones putting the money up to see a specific change in their body, or in their mood, or in their energy level, or in their next doctor physical, right? That's what they're putting the money up for. That's what they got to care the most about. I'm there to make sure they do it healthy as possible, in the most productive way possible, and getting to where they need to be.
Yeah.
And that's the idea. So,
and we've talked about this on other episodes with Jesus, our marketing buddy, and stuff, where nobody cares what you're doing if the customer's not getting the results they're looking out of the marketing. Nobody cares about your marketing company if you're not getting results.
The same thing if we had a client who wasn't seeing results.
Yep.
They should care the most. And I guarantee they care the most, because again, they're the ones putting the money up, investing in those services and that coaching.
And I care about the customers that are telling people that they have a trainer that's named Jason Shively at Fitness Prosperity, but they're not getting the results that I'm hoping they get. I care about that.
Yeah.
They obviously might not care because they're not putting the effort in and taking the little nuggets that I've hopefully added to their lives and added, and not doing enough to get them the results that they're telling everyone that I might provide. Because the last thing I want someone to do is been working with me for a couple of years and and then all of a sudden you run into your family and you're telling everyone you got a trainer, and really that's nobody cares.
I would not have guessed.
Nobody cares that you have a trainer, because it doesn't look like you've changed any.
There you go. Right there, right? So it's that do it for yourself. I think this lesson also transcends just health and fitness. I think it would be another tool. It'd be a great tool for people to avoid a lot of unnecessary stress in other aspects of their life, right? So like, even, of course, one of my big gripes is people not living within their means. Right? It's that I just hemorrhaged a bunch of cash to buy some big fancy car that I thought people would think more of me seeing me driving it. Nobody cared.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. No,
even
I'm
the people
still Bobby. That's
even the people that you think care, they don't care.
They don't, and they shouldn't. That's the best part, is that even, some people might say they do. They shouldn't care. They should not care. They should be more worried about their own thing, progressing their own life, helping the people around them.
Yep.
For me, especially like the objective, they're the materialistic type of an attitude is like, that's the biggest pet peeve to me. It's that the fancy clothes brands, the expensive purses, the jewelry, the cars. It's like, okay, if you've established a certain amount of wealth and you want to treat yourself, absolutely.
You should care about that.
But you should care about that.
They
You should be doing it because you truly enjoy the quality of those products that you're buying, because you've already got everything else in your life organized. You got the house right, you got the car right, you got your family right, you got your mind right. Everything else is already organized.
People should be happy about that.
You should not be prioritizing with materialistic things because nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And don't forget, most important, nobody cares. The same way, let's say, another example Jay and I were throwing around before the show, you accidentally grab, a right foot and a left foot of two shoes that didn't match because you're getting ready for the gym when it was still dark in the morning. You get to the gym and you feel like you should be embarrassed. This is a good application for the fact that nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It doesn't change anybody else's life either. Yeah, it'll be a temporary possible embarrassment, although you could probably still play that off as you meant to do it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of one of those little things. Just a small thing. Just don't sweat the small stuff in life, because a lot of times at the end of the day, good, bad, or indifferent, nobody else cares. Just keep pushing forward, keep making progress, don't get stagnant. Athletically, another good example of this is some of the champion athletes I've been able to train, right? And that Jason and I both know. They get that massive championship victory. They get the gold belt around the waist. They are the master of their craft. They get to enjoy that night. The photos are taken. They get to sign their name on a bunch of stuff, throwing out, doing all that stuff. They wake up the next morning. Nobody cares, because what's the first question? Who are you fighting next?
Yep.
What team are you guys going up against next? It's that, okay, what's your next thing?
Now the champ should care,
because
the champ has an opportunity to enhance his finances, enhance his career a lot faster, because he is the champ now. He should care, but no one else cares, because all they care about is who's next.
Nobody should care as much as the person doing the thing.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that, okay, you get the strap in professional kickboxing. Okay, great. That's the next step towards another thing, right? So even if your next thing isn't winning another championship, okay, some people might, oh my God, can't believe that guy didn't go win another title after that. Well, who cares? You shouldn't care either. Yeah. Even as the fan, why would you care? Let the champ do what he's doing, progressing his career in another way, making himself or herself better, faster, stronger, smarter, progressing the career, whatever the case might be, taking new business opportunities. It's do it for yourself. Keep making progress. Think about the next thing you're doing.
Yeah, what's next?
Now, with that being said, that's another part of my opinion of just happiness in life, is enjoy the stage that we're at as well. So we're not saying don't appreciate where you are. Look at the things that you've done, ways we've progressed in different aspects of our life. Enjoy that, pat yourself on the back, take advantage of those moments of happiness, and really, really kind of indulge in celebrating little milestones in your own life.
Yeah.
However, you should do that.
Yeah.
Because nobody else cares.
You as the individual should care.
You as the individual should care. Enjoy the progress. High five yourself.
Yeah.
Write that little note on your fridge. Man, nailed it. Yep, let's do this thing, or whatever the case might be. But always rely on your own internal motivation to get you where you need to be for that next step to be achieved.
Neither one of us are parents, but I hear that with a lot of parents. Individual people that have kids always are talking to me. In my own family, they always say they care about how their kids are doing. They care. Nobody else cares. Nobody cares that your kid is the best athlete, but you should care.
Yep.
You should care that your kid is giving the best. That you're giving the best to your kids out there. You should care about that. That's fair. Enjoy the moment.
I think that's a good distinction too.
Yeah.
It's not, your kid doesn't have to be the champion of everything either, because a lot of parents push their children to just be better than every other kid out there.
Yeah.
Because they think
other people care.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your kid.
You should
more
care.
than you. And you should care about your kid because a lot of times some kids don't even care about themselves. So it's the parent that has to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
But it's about just providing enough support, enough motivation. It's just let them build, let them just be the best they can be, just the same way you should let yourself be the best you can be. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't get bummed out if we make that little backslide. That's the other part of just do it for you. Keep making progress. Don't slow down. We hope you guys are all continuing to see that progress on your own as well.
And that's it.
End of story.
End of story.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. What's next? And I'm going to leave Bobby with it, and he'll say,
Nobody cares.